Our guests will be joining us very soon. I request all the participants to please switch off their mobile phones or keep them in vibration mode. A very humble request that when we'll go to the Buland Darwaza for high tea, we'll be taking the left stairs, not the right one. It is reserved for all the honorable guests. कुछ पार्टिसिपेंट्स ने रजिस्ट्रेशन फॉर्म नहीं दिया है, तो एकेडमी की तरफ से एक रिक्वेस्ट है कि 11 से 11:30 तक जहाँ पर ब्रेकफास्ट था वहाँ पर रजिस्ट्रेशन काउंटर ओपन रहेगा, तो प्लीज़ जिन्होंने नहीं दिया होगा वो रजिस्ट्रेशन फॉर्म भर के जमा कर देंगे। Our honorable guests are joining us very soon. Please switch off your mobile phones. With the permission of Honorable the Chief Guest, may we commence with the program, sir? Thank you, sir. Namaskar and a very good morning to each one of you present here. It is an opportune moment for me, on behalf of the High Court of Chhattisgarh, to welcome you all at the inaugural session of the state-level conference on overcoming challenges, emerging role of district judiciary in modern India. Today, it is a proud moment for all of us because this occasion is graced by the presence of Honorable Mr. Justice Bhushan Ramkrishna Gavai, Judge, Supreme Court of India, Honorable Mr. Justice Vikram Nath, Judge, Supreme Court of India, and Honorable Mr. Justice Prashant Kumar Mishra, Judge, Supreme Court of India. All the knowledge, experience, and expertise on one table. and this will definitely be a significant milestone in the efforts of Honorable the Chief Justice of our High Court to enhance the capacity and efficiency of the district judiciary of our state. Since no academic celebration is complete without the national anthem of our beloved country, I humbly request all our guests to please rise for the national anthem. I request the technical staff to play the tune.
जन गण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगल दायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे.
Thank you, everyone. We begin this auspicious occasion by invoking the blessings of the Almighty. To commence, we'll have the traditional lighting of lamp. I invite honorable dignitaries on the dais to please join us for this ceremonial lighting. Sir. The light of knowledge dispels the darkness of ignorance. May this lamp illuminate our path as we embark on this journey of learning. Thank you, Lordship. Starting with the welcoming of our guests, I request Honorable Mr. Justice Ramesh Sinha, Chief Justice, High Court of Chhattisgarh, to felicitate Honorable Mr. Justice B.R. Gavai, Judge, Supreme Court of India. Leo. I also request His Lordship to please present a memento as a token of remembrance. Thank you, Lordship. I request Honorable Mr. Justice Gautam Bhaduri, Judge, High Court of Chhattisgarh, to felicitate Honorable Mr. Justice Vikram Nath, Judge, Supreme Court of India, and to please present a memento as a token of remembrance to His Lordship. Thank you, Lordship. I request Honorable Mr. Justice Sanjay K. Agrawal, Judge, High Court of Chhattisgarh, to felicitate Honorable Mr. Justice Prashant Kumar Mishra, Judge, Supreme Court of India, and to please present a memento as a token of remembrance to His Lordship. Thank you, Lordship. I request the Registrar General to please felicitate Honorable Mr. Justice Ramesh Sinha, Chief Justice, High Court of Chhattisgarh, and to please present a memento as a token of appreciation. This proud moment has only been possible due to the visionary guidance and steadfast commitment of our esteemed Chief Justice, Honorable Mr. Justice Ramesh Sinha. I very humbly invite His Lordship for his welcome and introductory address. Sir.
Respected Honorable Mr. Justice Bhushan Ramkrishnan Gavai, Honorable Mr. Justice Vikram Nath, Honorable Mr. Justice Prashant Kumar Mishra, Judges, Supreme Court of India, sitting on the dais, my esteemed sister and brother judges, Registrar General, officers of the Registry, all the judges of the District Judiciary, other distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, persons from print and electronic media. It is a great honor and privilege for me to welcome Honorable Mr. Justice Bhushan Ramkrishnan Gavai, Judge, Supreme Court of India, who has been kind enough to accept our invitation on his gracious presence in this conference, in this conference. His Lordship's inspiring life, marked by perseverance and integrity, serves as a guiding light for many aspiring lawyers, judges, and jurists across the country, demonstrating that unwavering determination and hard work can lead to the highest eloquence of the judiciary. His Lordship's willingness and readiness for the betterment of judicial system is unparalleled. Your Lordship's esteemed presence in this conference is a source of immense pride and honor for all of us. It is a matter of great pride for me to welcome Honorable Mr. Justice Vikram Nath, Judge, Supreme Court of India. His Lordship is known for his vast experience and profound legal acumen and expertise. I had the privilege and honor to work with His Lordship both at the bar and on the bench in the Allahabad High Court, which His Lordship's parent High Court. Your Lordship's esteemed presence in this conference is indeed an honor for us. It further gives me an immense pleasure to welcome Honorable Mr. Justice Prashant Kumar Mishra, Judge, Supreme Court of India. His Lordship's illustrious career as a judge incepted from the High Court of Chhattisgarh. From his early days in the practice of His Lordship's ascent to the Supreme Court, Justice Mishra's inspiring life story is a testament of perseverance and excellence. I am overwhelmed to welcome my distinct sister and brother judges. Without their unflinching support and cooperation, this event would not have been possible. I also extend my heartfelt Welcome to the officers of the Registry and the State Judicial Academy, principal district judges and all judicial officers, esteemed guests, ladies and gentlemen, and the person from the print and electronic media. We have assembled here today on this gracious occasion of the state-level Conference of Judicial Officers of Chhattisgarh on the topic Overcoming Challenges, the emerging role of district judiciary in modern India. A state-level conference plays a crucial role in the bolstering of the entire judiciary within a state by gathering all its judges into a unified platform. By organizing this conference, we celebrate the commitment and the role of our district judiciary. The primary object of this conference is to foster the exchange of knowledge and experience among the judges. In a country as vast and diverse as ours, the judiciary plays a pivotal role in upholding the justice, ensuring the rule of law, and maintaining social order. The district judiciary, being a foundation of our judicial system, bears the brunt of this responsibility. The district judiciary faces numerous challenges that hinder its effectiveness. Today, we gather here with a shared commitment to address the pressing issues that our district judiciary faces. This gathering of esteemed judicial minds is a testament to our collective commitment to upholding the principles of justice and fortifying the foundation of our judiciary. I am confident that through our collective efforts and shared commitment, we can overcome challenges and strengthen our district judiciary. I look forward to the insightful discussions and valuable contributions that will emerge from this conference. Together, we can build a more efficient, accessible, and just judicial system for the people of Chhattisgarh. In this conference, we deliberate on best practices, share experiences, and envision a path forward that will enhance the efficacy and responsiveness of the district judiciary. Let us leverage this opportunity to learn from each other, inspire one another, and forge a path towards a more efficient, accessible, and just judiciary. There will be 2 technical sessions after this inaugural session, having the topics which have a great relevance as regards the challenges before the district judiciary, as well as how to address them effectively. I am aware that all of you are eagerly and expectantly waiting to hear their lordship sitting on the dais, and therefore it will not be right for me to stand between you and their lordships any longer. It is time for me to stop here so that we all be benefited with the enriched thoughts and values of their lordships on this occasion. Once again, I extend my heartfelt gratitude to the honorable judges of the Supreme Court of India, my esteemed sister brother judges, and to one and all gracing this event with their presence. Together, let us strive to overcome the challenges before us and continue to uphold the integrity and honor of the district judiciary in the modern India. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Thank you, my lord. I am profusely elated to take an opportunity to invite a renowned personality known for his understanding of legal complexities, Honorable Mr. Justice Prashant Kumar Mishra, Judge, Supreme Court of India, for his special address. Sir.
My esteemed brother judges, Justice Bhushan Gavai and Justice Vikram Nath, the 2 stalwarts of the Apex Court, Honorable Chief Justice Ramesh Sinha ji, my brother and sister judges, beginning from Arvind Verma ji, Ravindra Agrawal ji, Chandravanshi ji, Vyas ji, Radha Krishna Agrawal ji, Pandey ji, Sahu ji, Sanjay K. Agrawal, Gautam Bhaduri, Sanjay Agrawal, Rajni Dubey, Sanjay Jaiswal, Deepak Tiwari, and Sachin Singh Rajput. Kaun? Na? The Registrar General and members of the Registry and the galaxy of judicial officers representing the state judiciary. I am really overwhelmed to be here amidst you for the first time after my elevation. and really it's a privilege to address this gathering on a matter that lies at the very heart of our judicial system. Overcoming challenges, the emerging role of district judiciary in modern India. As a former judge of this court, I have witnessed firsthand the pivotal role that the district judiciary has played and continues to play in upholding the rule of law and delivering justice to millions of citizens. The district courts are the bedrock of our legal system, serving as the first point of contact for many seeking justice. Today, in the technical sessions, we will dwell into how the district judiciary is navigating these challenges, embracing innovative reforms, and reinforcing its crucial role in ensuring justice is not only done but seems to be done in every corner of our nation. The Supreme Court has been a steadfast guardian of judicial independence and the rule of law. Since the landmark judgment in Ishwar Chand Jain in 1988, the Supreme Court has upheld the principle that an independent and honest judiciary is a sine qua non for the rule of law. The court emphasized the crucial role of district judiciary in delivering justice free from undue influence. Further reinforcing this stance, in Krishna Prasad Verma, in 2019, the Supreme Court stressed that a strong and fearless district judiciary is essential for ensuring justice at the grassroots level, where most litigants seek resolution. Recently, in All India Judges case, the Supreme Court reaffirmed that the independence of the district judiciary is fundamental to the Constitution's basic structure. Emphasizing the district judiciary's pivotal role in upholding public confidence and delivering timely justice, the court underscored the need for adequate support and recognition of district judges and reiterated that no longer should the Supreme Court or the High Court refer to the district judiciary as subordinate judiciary, stating that not only is this a misnomer because district judges are not per se subordinate to any other person in the exercise of their jurisdiction, but also is disrespectful to the constitutional position of a district judge. The judgments collectively underscore the Supreme Court's unwavering commitment since time immemorial to nurture and strengthen the district judiciary, ensuring it remains a cornerstone of our democratic framework. They highlight not only the Supreme Court's unwavering role in safeguarding judicial integrity, but also in shaping a judiciary that is accessible, impartial, and indispensable to the rule of law. Further, there are many facets of the district judiciary's emerging role in modern India. There are so many, but if I deliver the entire thing, probably I will eat out the time allotted to the, as I said, the stalwarts of our. I will briefly touch the basics. The first one is adapting to technological advancements. And this topic comprises of the steps taken in e-filing, which is a leap towards efficiency. Then comes the streamlining the process of the e-filing, then ensuring transparency, then virtual hearing, justice beyond boundaries, then accessibility of the whole system and the procedure to the common man. Digital case management system is another facet which enhances judicial administration with real-time updates and it overcomes challenges. The second one is addressing backlog and case management. The third one is enhancing judicial infrastructure. The fourth one is promoting judicial independence, as I have quoted the Supreme Court judgments. I am not reading into it because throughout the technical sessions, the brainstorming sessions, This will be covered by one or the other speaker. Then comes empowering citizens through legal literacy. Then the role of district judiciary in social justice, and then navigating the legal complexity. Strengthening accountability and transparency. Then promoting alternative dispute resolution in the district judiciary. And from 29th July to 3rd August, the Supreme Court is organizing Lok Adalat for entire week. And for the first time in the history of the Supreme Court, probably, this continuous 1 week Lok Adalat will go on. Then collaboration with legal professionals and academia, that is another facet of strengthening the judiciary. The conclusion is, the district judiciary stands as a testament to our commitment to justice, fairness, and the rule of law. By overcoming the myriad challenges it faces through strategic reforms, enhanced collaboration, and a steadfast commitment to accountability and transparency, the district judiciary is not only strengthening its own foundations, but also reinforcing public trust in our legal system. As we look to the future, it is imperative that we continue to support and champion these efforts, ensuring that the district judiciary remains robust, responsive, and capable of delivering timely and effective justice to all. I hope and trust that in this technical session throughout the day, we will be enriched, all the judicial officers will be enriched in their knowledge and experience. But one thing I want to share with Justice Sinha, that it would have been proper if all the judges of the entire state's judiciary would be there. They are connected, but physical presence, and for that, Justice Sinha has to ensure that a bigger auditorium comes up in these premises. Yes. So it would be better so that in future we will interact with all the state's judiciary. I thank you, Justice Sinha, for giving me this opportunity, and I wish all the judicial officers of the state a very good luck and a very, very promising, encouraging career ahead. Thank you.
Thank you, Lordship, for your enlightening words. It's my privilege to invite an accomplished jurist, revered for his sharp legal insights, Honorable Mr. Justice Vikram Nath, Judge, Supreme Court of India, for his presidential address. Sir.
इस सभागार में उपस्थित सभी को मेरा प्रणाम, नमस्कार. A very warm good morning to everyone. My esteemed colleague, Brother Justice Bhushan R. Gavai, Justice Prashant Kumar Mishra ji, Ramesh Babu, Honorable Chief Justice of the Chhattisgarh High Court. I can't resist but to address him like that, because for 3 decades we've been meeting in the corridors, sitting on the bench in dinners and parties and conferences and meetings, always referred to as Ramesh Babu. I am extremely thankful, and I express my gratitude to the Chief Justice for giving me this opportunity to come here and interact with all of you. I may not be delivering a very academic address, because that is a part of the technical sessions which will be dealt with in detail, for which we have already had experts appointed. And my brother Justice Gavai will be addressing the keynote address. My speech has been defined as the presidential address. So I'll make sure that as the president of this inaugural function. I will take care of everyone. So before starting, let me introduce your Chief Justice to all of you. Actually, what I feel is whenever new Chief Justice comes to a High Court, somebody senior from his High Court must come and introduce him to the judges, the judicial officers, the bar, and the registry, so they know who is what kind of a person is the Chief Justice we have to deal with. You all are here. He is only here every Chief Justice is for a limited time. But during that limited time, if you can understand your Chief Justice, then you can do much more for the institution than without knowing the Chief Justice if you make an effort to do. And the Chief Justice also feels that he is being understood and rightly understood, and then the ball keeps on moving. Justice Sinha is a very conservative person. Doesn't meet anybody, doesn't talk much. He talks only business and nothing else. There was a time we were on a committee in the Allahabad High Court and Justice Sinha said, भैया ये कैसे होगा? मैंने कहा क्यों नहीं होगा? बोले नहीं हम नहीं करेंगे. हमने कहा अच्छा तुम मना कर दो. तो ये हमारे चीफ जस्टिस साहब जो आज हैं यहाँ पर, ये भाग लेते थे कमेटी मीटिंग से, और कोई फाइनेंशियल वो आ गया तो और भी आफत हो गई इनकी. अरे हमने आज दस्तखत कर दिया, कल फंस जाएंगे तो क्या होगा? कमाल है, कोई तो करेगा ना. अगर सब लोग यही सोचने लगेंगे तो कैसे काम होगा? तो हम तो आज देख रहे हैं रमेश बाबू का ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन एंड एवोल्यूशन फ्रॉम दैट स्टेज, जो कि कमेटी मीटिंग में नहीं आते थे, दस्तखत करने को तैयार नहीं होते थे, फाइनेंशियल कोई रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी नहीं लेना चाहते थे. आज ही इज हेडिंग ए कोर्ट एज चीफ जस्टिस, एंड what he was telling me yesterday, I was only smiling from inside, and I told him also, भूल गए वो दिन. तो now he has learnt it the hard way. He has to do it. Without his signature, not a single pie can be spent on the state judiciary. So that is how we keep on evolving and transforming. When you become first day judicial officers, you don't know how to handle the lawyers, how to address the litigant, your staff, because suddenly either as a lawyer you become a AJS, district judges cadre, direct appointee, or as a civil judge junior division, then also you are maybe not have practice, but otherwise gradually you start picking up how to work, how to deal with them, how to control them. So my first point for today's overcoming challenges, the emerging role of district judiciary in modern India, is that we must know what is coming up for us in the future, and we have to plan it accordingly. Today's times is very different from when we started maybe 40 years back. Today, the litigant, the lawyer, everyone is so well informed and technologically so tech savvy and has all the gadgets in his hand to see what's going on inside the courtroom. Our conduct inside the courtroom thus has become very vulnerable. Any word uttered by us in court, single word, the media makes a story out of it. And then we are defensive, we don't have any defense, we can't go in public and contest, no, this is right and this is wrong. We just have to keep quiet and accept what is going around. So first thing is today's modern times is that we have to be very, very careful in what we speak in court. Or, of course, I have never addressed any media person. I don't give any bites, anything, whatever. But sometimes when people do, when judges do, they do get into trouble. So this is one important factor we have to keep in mind in today's times, that we have to conduct ourselves very, very carefully in a very sober and decent manner. I don't say don't bring humor into court or make your courtroom environment light, but then at the same time within permissible limits only, so that the messages, they are not misinterpreted and unnecessarily spread around. Another important thing in this continuation only I would like to mention is that it's a very old saying everyone knows, united we stand, divided we fall. Every district judgeship, it should be the duty of the district judge in charge to make sure that he acts like a true leader and carries all his judicial officers with him. If the district judge is not able to do that and he tries to create any kind of differences or between the officers and as such create a divide in the setup, then who is ultimately going to suffer? Everyone, each one of us. So make sure that that's the responsibility of the district judge, I say. Of course, the Chief Justice here is the head of your family and he will also pass it on. There should be no discrimination, no distinction, no special treatment to any officer to make it so that the others may start feeling that here is I am being ignored, neglected, somebody else is being favored. And then amongst them, some bickering starts and some heartburning starts. So whoever and whatever is entitled to somebody should be given to him, and everyone should be treated equally. And apart from the responsibility of the district judge, it is responsibility of all the judicial officers working under him to make sure that they unitedly give him support to run the system. We are the soft targets of everyone. Media, the lawyers, the bureaucracy, the politicians, everyone. Because we do justice, we give justice to everyone. Somebody or the other is a loser, somebody is a winner. So they keep criticizing, you have to take the government to task. Government is also not very happy. So we have to, if we are not united, then of course they all have their roles to play and make sure that the divide goes larger, broader and broader. And of late, I have been experiencing and coming to know that divide and rule was the policy of the British who came here and ruled us. We are not like rulers. We are here to do justice and give justice to the litigant who has come to us, who has his own sob story. He needs our sympathy, he needs our help, he needs quick justice, fast justice. And if we are not able to deliver that, then the system is failing. Although despite everyone talking so much about areas and everything, the areas are only mounting, more cases are coming in. So the citizen of this country has still not lost faith in the Indian judiciary and they are still approaching. And you are the first step where he comes. He comes to you at the trial level, whether it be a civil suit or whatever proceedings. From here it gradually goes up to the Supreme Court. Otherwise what happens is what Martin Luther King Jr. said, we must learn to live together as brothers or perish together as fools. So we don't want ourselves to be a laughing stock and rather we stand united, be it against the bar, be it against any authority who is doing wrong, you have to be there. Don't ever try to create differences amongst yourselves. You may have individual differences, that's different. But as an institution, you have to be one. And mark my words, take it from me, you do it and you see how strong you are. Nobody dare raise an eyebrow on you. In the same context, So many times we come to hear that there has been a heated argument with the lawyer and the judicial officer presiding the court. Everyone is young, everyone's blood is warm, and गुस्सा आता है कभी कभी, हमें भी आता है. But at the same time, if we are able to control it for 30 seconds and let it pass, the heat of the moment gets over and everything can be easily controlled. I don't know how many of you have had verbal spats with lawyers. अभी physical वो तो नहीं होगा, but verbal तो हो जाता होगा कोर्ट में कभी कभी. And sometimes lawyers instigate us to create some kind of a unruly scene in the court, and then they make their own popularity propaganda. Even if they are trying to do it, never give in to their threats or their shouting or yelling or whatever. Merely by bringing a crowd with them and shouting and yelling and trying to coerce you to pass an order, don't ever give in. You have to make sure, no. And that is the time when you need all the more to be united to make sure that if a contempt is drawn, a reference is made, it goes and to its logical end. I am not praising myself, but in Gujarat I did that. I don't know if you all know or no. There was one senior lawyer who did something and we had to withdraw his gown. The full strength of the Gujarat High Court, which was present then, unanimously passed resolutions 4 times. Same resolution, reiterated. Supreme Court sent it back twice to us. But we stood united. And I think things have straightened out there. I believe I am making some kind of lecture नहीं दे रहा हूँ, but personal experience से आप लोगों को बता रहा हूँ. Be united. कोशिश करिए, साथ में रहिए. Viewpoint अपना अलग अलग है. You may have. Today technology has of course completely changed the working and everything. And of course the young officers who are coming are very well acquainted with the technology. When we were this was migrating into technology, was taking over, we had difficulty in getting ourselves acquainted and then accepting it. But now that we have accepted, all of you have accepted, use it to the best, do as best as you can. Before closing, I'll like to share one very important quote, which of course gives us all the strength. Earlier, justice was done by the king, and later on, gradually, this judicial system came up. In Gujarat High Court, if you go to court number 1, the Chief Justice Court, on the back of the Chief Justice Court, there is a big quote which reads like this: "Law is that which is the king of kings. Nothing is superior to law. The law, aided by the power of the king, enables the weak to prevail over the strong." Recently, only in one of my judgments, I mentioned this as the opening part of the judgment, where somebody very strong and powerful, builder mafia was usurping land of a poor farmer. Ultimately, he has won from the Supreme Court. So that is where I quoted how he was trying to cheat that poor farmer and take away his land. So this is a quote which has come from Brihad Aranyaka Upanishad and was first quoted by Justice Gajendra Gatkar in one of his judgments. And Justice Krishna Iyer then quoted it in a speech in Andhra Pradesh. That is how this genesis of this quote comes. feel yourself strong and always be confident and be sure that you are the strongest. Nobody is above you, nobody is above law. You are the one who is deciding. You must have that confidence from inside. You have a problem, discuss it with your colleagues, discuss it with your district judge. There is no harm in discussing a point. And like I had said in Nagpur once, that all district judges should have evening parties or maybe afternoon lunches on weekends and invite all their judicial officers. I don't know how many district judges do that here. They get a good amount of sumptuary allowance. And do they throw a party every month? Who are the district judges here? All of you. You invite all your judicial officers of the district once a month? Every week? Very good. All of you do it? Or some of you do it? That also gives an opportunity to all the judicial officers to work and interact, because morning to evening you are working, sitting alone in your chamber and on the dais. You hardly get time to interact. But if this happens, you get time to interact, know, discuss each other's problems and share it. I think I have taken enough time. So one last, I wanted to quote an incident, but we'll do it next time when your Chief Justice invites me. If he does, then I'll tell you more about your Chief Justice. आपको सब पता है. So, I have always felt that all of you are very educated and learned. We can't teach you anything. But of course, out of our practical experience, we can share and you can learn from that. So, academic is one part, which of course you will be dealing with all those who know the subject very well and have prepared it that way. So, I thought I'll make it different and nothing to do with the topic. Justice Mishra has already touched upon the minor aspects. He called us stalwarts. You heard that twice he said we are stalwarts. And what about him? He is the stalwart of the state, represents Chhattisgarh. A very amazing, pleasant personality Mr. Mishra has, Justice Mishra. And he is a member, a politician also. All my compliments are right-handed, no left-handed compliments. Never. So, support, work hard with your Chief Justice. He means business and does not tolerate any nonsense. He will not harm anybody for nothing, but if anybody is wrong and is not willing to correct, then of course he is one of the bad persons who can do anything. He appears to be very firm and strong, but inside the heart he is soft and he cannot harm anybody. He is not vindictive, he is not negative, nothing, no malice, he doesn't keep anything to heart. But yes, you give him an opportunity to take you to task, he will definitely take you. Then that task may go to any extent. So this is a message I thought I'll give to all of you. Although he's been here for more than a year now. Huh? More than a year. कुछ ऑफिसर्स को डिसमिस किया नहीं आपने अभी तक? Then that's very credible that this state has a very good reputation of judicial officers. I am so happy to hear that. Anyway, I wish the technical sessions all the best, and I hope all of you go back with a lot of learning, and thank you very much.
Thank you, Lordship, for your guidance and influential message. With a sense of great pride, may I take this opportunity to invite the man of distinct vision, a harmonious blend of legal mastery, academic brilliance, and the noble pursuit of intellectual enlightenment. Honorable Mr. Justice B.R. Gavai, Judge, Supreme Court of India, for his inaugural and keynote address. Sir.
My distinguished and esteemed brothers, Honorable Justice Vikramnath, Honorable Justice Prashant Kumar Mishra, the Honorable Chief Justice of Chhattisgarh High Court, as Justice Vikramnath referred to him as Ramesh Babu, Honorable Justice Ramesh Sinha, the Honorable brother and sister judges of Chhattisgarh High Court, the Registrar General and the members of the Registry, my colleagues from the District and Trial Judiciary, and friends. Namaskar. I have a written speech, but I won't read it. I would like to interact with you. सबसे पहले तो मैं रमेश भाई को I would like to thank him for giving us an opportunity to meet all of you. I come from a neighboring area. As a matter of fact, all of us, excluding Justice Vikramnath and Justice Sinha, we are part of one state. We used to be part of CP and Berar. After reorganization, our area went to Maharashtra. This area came to Madhya Pradesh, and subsequently Chhattisgarh was carved out. Chhattisgarh is one of the newest states in the country. Established in 2000, it is only 24 years old as compared to almost 74 years of other states in the country. Known for its natural beauty, abundance in natural wealth, minerals. As a lawyer, I used to visit Chhattisgarh many times. Your Chitrakoot waterfalls are mesmerizing. Then the caves in the Bastar area, the Bastar arts, which has now been recognized world over. But it is one of the most backward states in the country, having a tribal population of 32%, and therefore more challenging. But Chhattisgarh has proved to be one of the role model as to how the smaller states can have a success story. Within last 24 years, it has substantially progressed on economic plane. Justice Ramesh Sinha is now at the helm of the affairs of the Chhattisgarh High Court. Chhattisgarh High Court, in a short span of 24 years, has produced 5 Chief Justices, including my esteemed colleague, Justice Prashant Kumar Mishra, who happens to be the first Chief Justice, who happens to be the first Supreme Court judge from the Chhattisgarh High Court. And I think it's a very proud moment that we have a first Chief Justice from Chhattisgarh High Court in Honorable Justice Prashant Kumar Mishra. I, on this occasion, congratulate him and extend my best wishes on behalf of all of us. As a matter of fact, I have had the pleasure of sitting with both Honorable Justice Vikramnath. We almost shared the bench for 7 months, and when Justice Mishra came to Supreme Court, I also had the pleasure of sitting with him. हमारे और विक्रमनाथ साहब के 7 महीने का जो टेन्योर था, तो अभी भी नाथ साहब जब सीनियर बन गए, वो बेंच हेड करने लगे, तो हमारा डिवोर्स हो गया. बट जुडिशियल सेपरेशन. डिवोर्स नहीं, अभी साथ में बैठ भी सकते कभी कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन बेंच वगैरह. वी आर पार्ट ऑफ द 7 जजेस बेंच. It's a family function. All of us are a part of the same family. जैसे मिश्रा साहब ने बोला कि we have stopped using the word subordinate judiciary. Nobody is subordinate. Everybody performs their duties, their functions at their level, right from the level of the magistrate, the district judge, the High Court judges and the Supreme Court judges. ऐसा कहा जाता है कि जुडिशरी में there are only 4 important positions: Chief Judicial Magistrate, District Judge, Chief Justice of the High Court, and Chief Justice of India. तो जब मैं सुप्रीम कोर्ट जज बन के अमरावती माई नेटिव प्लेस गया, हमारे विलेज में गया, आई स्टिल कनेक्टेड टू माई विलेज. आई गो देयर एवरी 2 or 3 times इन अ ईयर. तो गाँव के लोग बहुत खुश हो गए, रहे हमें बहुत खुशी है, बोले कि तुम सुप्रीम कोर्ट के मैजिस्ट्रेट बन गए. जैसे फॉर एवरी सिटीजन, पुलिस स्टेशन का जो इंचार्ज रहता है, सब इंस्पेक्टर, ही इज़ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टू देम. चीफ साहब कहा जाता है. वैसे ही जो मैजिस्ट्रेट है, उनके लिए इज द फर्स्ट इंटरफेस विद द जुडिशरी. एंड देयरफॉर आई ऑलवेज consider that our trial judiciary, the magistrates, the civil judge, junior divisions, the district judges, they are the foundation of the judiciary. On this foundation stands the edifice of the entire judiciary. And unless the foundation is strong, the building can't be strong. And therefore, it is our trial judiciary, it is our district judiciary, it is our magistrature who have to be strong. Their faith, the faith of the citizens in the trial judiciary, reposes the faith in the entire system of the institution of justice. Ultimately, all of us exist here for discharging our functions under the Constitution. Our Constitution aims at justice, social, economic, and political, to all our citizens. And therefore, we play an important role. Even today, every citizen considers that whenever he is aggrieved, his last hope is the judiciary. उसे आज भी यकीन है कि मुझे कहाँ न्याय मिलेगा. एग्जीक्यूटिव से नहीं मिलेगा, पॉलिटिशियन से नहीं मिलेगा, मगर जुडिशरी से मुझे न्याय मिलेगा. और ये जो उसका विश्वास है, वो विश्वास मजबूत करना ये हम सबका कर्तव्य है, ये हमारी सबकी ड्यूटी है. आज रमेश भाई 2-3 महीने से हमारे पीछे लगे थे कि छत्तीसगढ़ आना है. हमें भी छत्तीसगढ़, एज आई सेड, कि इट्स अ स्टेट विथ अबंडेंस, नेचुरल ब्यूटी. कल जब हम लैंड कर रहे तो आजू बाजू के वाटर बॉडीज, लेक्स और ग्रीनरी, इट वॉज रियली वेरी सूदिंग टू आइज. ऐसे सुंदर स्टेट में आपको काम करने का मौका मिल रहा है. एंड विक्रम भाई और रमेश भाई कल हम बात कर रहे थे कि आपके यहाँ आउट ऑफ आई थिंक सैंक्शन स्ट्रेंथ ऑफ 543 you are having 521 judicial officers. It's really amazing that you don't have a backlog of vacancies. When in other states the judiciary is working at 60-70% strength, it's really heartwarming that you are working at more than 90% of the strength. आज ओवरकमिंग चैलेंजेस के बारे में आपका कॉन्फ्रेंस चीफ साहब ने ऑर्गेनाइज की है. देयर आर वेरियस चैलेंजेस. इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर का, you have a very good infrastructure insofar as Chhattisgarh High Court is concerned. The building is really magnanimous. कल हम चीफ साहब का कोर्ट देखने गए थे, चीफ साहब का चैम्बर देखने गए थे, तो हमारे सीजीआई साहब का कोर्ट और सीजीआई साहब का चैम्बर उसके 1/4 भी नहीं होगा. विक्रम भाई कल बोल रहे थे कि when Justice Thakur had come to Allahabad High Court and when he sat on the bench, he saw the Chief Justice Court and along with him 4 senior most judges were also there. And Justice Thakur said that we will be shifting the Supreme Court to the Allahabad High Court. तो कल हमें ऐसा लगा कि इतना बढ़िया इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर है. चीफ साहब का बंगलो तो आई हैव सीन मेनी चीफ जस्टिस बंगलोज, बट आई फाउंड दैट the bungalows of the Chief Justice of Meghalaya and the Chief Justice of Chhattisgarh are one of the best bungalows that are there for the Chief Justices. But that infrastructure needs to be also in the trial courts, in the district court. I am sure that under the dynamic leadership of Honorable Justice Ramesh Sinha, the necessary steps must have been taken. He has his senior colleagues, Justice Bhaduri, Justice Agrawal, who are his J1 and J2 and all other colleagues. If I name all of them, it will be time consuming. We see that in many of the trial courts, the magistrates courts, there are not adequate facilities. There are no separate washrooms for the ladies. There are no separate even rooms for the bar. I recollect around 20 years back when I had become a judge and I had gone to inaugurate one court in a small place in Nagpur district. The court was established in a godown. The chamber was beginning by partition of some wooden partitions and all that. But now these things have changed. We find that even at the trial court level and the district court level, the infrastructure has substantially increased. When we started practice, even the high courts did not have air conditioners. But now when I go to inaugurate many courts, the trial courts also, the district courts also have air conditioners. And therefore, the good infrastructure is not for providing luxury, but it enhances the capability, the efficiency of the judicial officers working there, of the lawyers working there. The other challenges, like the technology, my learned brothers, both Justice Vikramnath and Justice Mishra, are techno-savvy. I was totally illiterate insofar as the digital technology is concerned till the corona happened. And we see that after corona, the advancement of the digital technology has taken leaps and bounds. Immediately after the lockdown was announced, the Supreme Court started functioning digitally on the very next day. I had the pleasure of sitting the first visual court along with Justice Ramna, who was the senior most judge after the Chief Justice, and Justice Kaul. And during that period, we heard online cases in hundreds of numbers. The right to justice, which is guaranteed under our Constitution, was not deprived even during those difficult days. Now, I also learned to read the files on my iPad, because almost every weekend I'm out of Delhi, and on a return flight, I read my files, because for us Mondays and Fridays are very heavy. They are all miscellaneous days. And therefore, you have to adapt to the technology. Technology also, total dependence on technology also faces problems. Like we had in the last week, there was some problem in the Microsoft, and all over the world, even the aero systems failed. Number of flights were required to be cancelled, they were delayed. But technology has helped in accessing justice to the litigants in a faster and easier mode. My learned brother also addressed the issue of the misuse of technology. We have seen the videos of one learned judge from your parent High Court, who has now retired, and one from Bihar High Court, as to how they used to treat the lawyers, as to how they used to treat the government officials. And therefore, we have to be very cautious. हमारे सीजे साहब को बैक का प्रॉब्लम है. एक बार वो उनकी पीठ सीधे करने के लिए चेयर से थोड़े खड़े हो गए और फिर बैठ गए, और वीडियो आ गया कि द सीजे हैज कमिटेड contempt of his own court. CJI leaves the court, rises from the chair and leaves the court. तो उनके अगेंस्ट एक्शन लेनी चाहिए कंटेम्प्ट ऑफ कोर्ट की. These all misuse of technology, and therefore, as rightly pointed out my learned brothers, we have to be very cautious in every word, every sentence that we utter. Insofar as all of you are now judicial officers, I recollect when I recently became a judge in 2003, I had an occasion to share dais with Justice R.M. Lodha, who was our senior judge at the Bombay High Court. And he said, the judges are discharging the divine work. He said that you are working as the messengers of the God. This is a divine function. The God has given you the power to do justice to the citizens, to the litigants. And he said that if money is to be earned, then one can very well be a businessman, a thief, a dacoit. But this is a profession, this is a ovation which gives you an immense satisfaction of doing the divine work of giving justice. And therefore, this is a service which all of you are rendering to the nation, to the citizens of the country. Our Constitution, as I said in the beginning, has guaranteed the right to justice, and therefore, as guided by our Constitution, we are required to do justice in the real sense, as observed by Justice Matthews, Justice Beg, and other judges in Keshavanand Bharati. The judges, while discharging their duties, are also a state within the meaning of Article 12 of the Constitution of India. And therefore, it is also their duty to keep in mind the principles of directive principles, the principles of social and economic justice while discharging their duty. I am sure that all of you, under the able guidance of the Honorable Chief Justice Ramesh Sinha, the Honorable Judges of the High Court, will not fail in discharging your duties of imparting justice, social, economic and political, to the last citizens of this country. This state is a state predominantly populated by the tribal persons who really need the justice in the real sense. You require compassion, sympathy while discharging duties, while doing justice to them. At the same time, I would also like to flag an issue. Nowadays, it is seen that not only district judges, but some of the High Court judges are very reluctant in granting bails. We have construed the right to liberty as one of the most precious rights guaranteed under the Constitution. And this policy of playing safe by rejecting the bail, in my view, does not go in tune with or avowed adherence to the principle of liberty. As Krishna Iyer had once said, bail is a rule, refusal is an exception. But now the Supreme Court is flooded with so many bail petitions, and therefore I earnestly request all of you to kindly take this into consideration. If your conscience is clear, you have nothing to fear. The function was to be over by 11 o'clock. We have already exceeded our time limits. And therefore, you are also having technical sessions in the next session. I am sure that this conference, this one-day conference of all the judicial officers in the state, will be a torchbearer for achieving our goal of imparting justice to the needy citizens, to the last citizens of this country. I once again thank the Honorable Chief Justice, Justice Ramesh Sinha, all his colleagues, and all of you for giving us an opportunity to be with you this August morning in such a pleasant atmosphere. And before I end, I'll just quote Socrates, and I quote him: "4 things belong to a judge: to hear courteously, to answer wisely, to consider surely, and to decide impartially." A judge should be studious, courteous, conscientious, patient, punctual, just, impartial, fearless of public clamor, regardless of public praise, indifferent to private, political, or partisan influences. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Lordship, for your words of guidance and words of blessings for us. Under the able guidance of our esteemed Chief Justice, today we have another moment of pride the unveiling of a cherished memoir that encapsulates the journey, the trials, and the triumphs of High Court of Chhattisgarh. This book is not merely a collection of pages, but a testament to the dedication, wisdom, and unwavering commitment of the esteemed members of our judiciary. At this juncture, I very humbly request the honorable judges on the dais to do us the honors of unveiling this remarkable book. Congratulations to the editorial team as well. Thank you, my lords. As we are near the conclusion of this inaugural ceremony, I very humbly invite Honorable Mr. Justice Gautam Bhaduri, Judge, High Court of Chhattisgarh, to propose the vote of thanks.
A very good morning to everyone. It is my distinct honor and privilege to deliver the vote of thanks on this remarkable occasion. First and foremost, I extend my heartfelt gratitude to our esteemed Chief Guest, Honorable Mr. Justice B.R. Gavai, Judge, Supreme Court of India. Special guest, Honorable Mr. Justice Vikram Nath, Judge, Supreme Court of India. Distinguished Honorable Mr. Justice Prashant Kumar Mishra, Judge, Supreme Court of India, and the Chief Justice Shri Ramesh Sinha ji, whose insightful address has not only enlightened us but also inspired us about the sessions which is coming up, overcoming challenges, the emerging role of district judiciary in modern India. I'd like to express my sincere thanks to our honorable guest who have given their precious time out of their busy schedule to grace this occasion with their presence. Your presence has added an extra spark to this event and made it even more special. Today, several judicial officers participated from different parts of state upon invitation. This made this seminar a grand success, and it was able to attract the attention of all curious and motivated judicial officers who are willing to learn and explore. Learning is always a good opportunity to feed our mind, and it helps us grow. Through such informative seminars, we get a chance to boost our knowledge with an unique opportunity to dive into field of subject that might be unfamiliar to us. So I would like to take my time in thanking our dear audience who not only took their time out of to be part of us, but also cheered and motivated us to keep moving. Finally, I would like to thank each and every one of you, my esteemed sister and brother judges, for your participation in making this event a grand success. Your contributions have not gone unnoticed, and I am grateful for all you have done. I would like to express my sincere thanks to all the dignitaries present here. Your continuous support and contribution are pillars and strength of judiciary. A special thanks to the organizing committee for their meticulous planning and execution of this event. Your hard work behind this scene ensures that gatherings like this are not only possible but also successful. Lastly, I extend my appreciation to the print and electronic media for covering this event and helping us to reach a wider audience, thereby promoting transparency and awareness. Once again, I thank you all for being here and making this event resounding success. Let us continue to work together towards a just and equitable future. Thank you.
Thank you, my lord. I request everyone to please rise for the national anthem. I request the technical team to please play the tune.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा गङ्गा विन्ध्य हिमाचल यमुना गङ्गा उच्चल जलधितरङ्गा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे.
Thank you, everyone. May I have the permission of Honorable the Chief Guest for concluding the inaugural session, sir? So shall we? Thank you. With that, we come to the end of the inaugural ceremony. I invite everyone for a networking session of the tea break. I request the participants to please be seated for 5 minutes. And I request all the honorable guests and all the honorable judges of our High Court to please join us for a photograph at the Buland Darwaza, our lordships. Sir.